Okay, so I'm doing number 1 of the chapter 7 for HL. So for this question, it gives you the equation for acceleration in terms of velocity, and it gives you that when t is equal to 0, the velocity is 40 meters per second. So it's asking you to find an expression for v in terms of t. So we are going to do the math now. So we know that the acceleration is the same as the derivative of the velocity. So the original equation was a is equal to -1/2 v. So because we know that the derivative, which is of velocity, which is dv dt, we know that that's the same as the acceleration. So we can substitute this value into the equation for acceleration to put it in terms of v so that we can later solve it and obtain it through just v instead of the derivative of v. So now we have that dv over dt is equal to -1/2 v. And then we're trying to get all the v's to the same side so that when we derive it, you get v on one side and then the dt will cancel out when you antiderive it. So that's why we're going to multiply both sides by dt and we're going to divide both sides by v. So you end up getting that dv over v is equal to -1/2 dt. So then you can antiderive this. And when you antiderive both sides, you get the natural log of v for this side is equal to -1/2 t, and then you have to include the plus c because that's the constant. And then to go further, in order to get v just on one side to separate it from the rest of it, we can use like the I heart logs method and put it in terms of e, so then we can just isolate v by itself. So if you do it in terms of the I heart log, remember that this has a base of e, so it's e to the power of this value is equal to v. So e to the power of -1/2 t plus c is equal to v. And then we can tell that this is the same as ae is equal to 1/2 t. And then they give you that t is 0 and v is 40. So that will let you know that allows that a is equal to 40. And so you can substitute that into this equation right here, and you will get that 40e is equal to -1/2 t. And remember, that's the same thing as the velocity here. So you can say that velocity is 40e to the -1/2 t. And that is the answer.